Clark and Paige Bueckers reshaped Team USA with a different level of offensive creativity. In December, Bueckers and Clark received their first call-up to the senior squad of Team USA. A fresh calendar year brings a much-needed reset for Clark. After a 2025 campaign defined more by the training table than the highlight reel, the focus has shifted from rehabilitation to resurgence. Last season was a frustrating chapter for the Indiana Fever star, who was limited to just 13 games during a run that ultimately ended in the WNBA semifinals against the eventual champion Las Vegas Aces. Chronic injuries prevented Clark from playing more than 5 consecutive games at any point, leading the Fever front office to take a cautious approach with their 23-year-old centerpiece. By prioritizing her long-term health over a late-season push, Indiana effectively signaled that the Clark era is a marathon, not a sprint. Now, with the injury seemingly in the rearview mirror, Clark is back on the hardwood, and she isn't the only young star making waves in the national program. How Bueckers and Clark wowed veterans at Team USA camp. The road to recovery officially brought Clark back to the spotlight last month in Durham, North Carolina. Joining 17 other WNBA standouts at Duke University, Clark looked like her vintage self during the USA women's basketball training camp. The gathering was a historic changing of the guard moment, featuring 10 players making their senior team debuts, including Chicago Sky powerhouse Angel Reese and the reigning WNBA Rookie of the Year, Paige Bueckers. The most telling endorsement of the camp didn't come from the box scores, but from the veterans. Chelsea Gray, a 4-time WNBA champion and 2022 Finals MVP, spoke with Sports Illustrated's Maria Clifton about the creative spark the youngsters brought to the floor. "They can add to my bag, honestly," Gray admitted. She specifically pointed to a move by Bueckers that caught her off guard. "There's some new things, like Paige did a little in-and-out, hook layup in practice. And I was like, I'ma try that, and I'ma add that to the bag." This mutual respect underscores the camaraderie within a program that has captured 8 consecutive Olympic gold medals. While the veterans like Gray provide the blueprint for winning, Clark and Bueckers provide the offensive flair that has driven the WNBA's unprecedented growth in attendance and viewership. Bueckers dominates the 3x3 stage while Clark trains solo. The creative chemistry seen at the Team USA camp has already spilled over into the second season of the unrivaled league. Chelsea Gray remains the gold standard in the 3x3 format, entering the year as the reigning Finals MVP after leading Team Rose to the inaugural title alongside Angel Reese and Kalia Copper. However, Paige Bueckers has wasted no time challenging that hierarchy. In her debut for Team Breeze, Bueckers started with a masterful 24-point performance, adding 6 assists and 5 rebounds in a clear statement of intent. Meanwhile, Clark has chosen a different path. For the second consecutive season, the Fever guard declined an invitation to join the unrivaled roster, opting instead for an individualized training program. Her absence from the 3x3 circuit allows her to focus entirely on her physical conditioning ahead of a WNBA season that remains shrouded in mystery. With negotiations over a new collective bargaining agreement, CBA, between the players and Commissioner Kathy Engelbert hitting a stalemate, the official start date for the 2026 season is still up in the air. For now, fans must settle for glimpses of Clark in practice jerseys, waiting for the moment she and Bueckers can finally bring that Team USA creativity back to the WNBA stage.